Okay, let's unpack this. We're diving into a topic today that might seem, I don't know, a bit unassuming at first.
Hmm.
Perhaps even just like a footnote in design history. But it is absolutely brimming with centuries of artistry, imperial ambition, um, surprising human stories, and genuinely strategic cultural investments.
Definitely.
We are talking about the extraordinary world of antique rugs. Specifically, we're focusing on the legendary Agra rugs.
Yes.
Get ready for some truly fascinating insights that might just, well, change the way you look at the floor beneath your feet.
Indeed. And our sources today are a rich tapestry in themselves, you could say.
A nice one.
We're spanning deep historical accounts of the Mughal Empire,
Mm,
meticulous art analyses that really unpack the visual language of these textiles,
right.
and even a glimpse into, a modern-day purveyor of these magnificent creations.
So what's the goal here?
Our mission really is to extract the most important nuggets of knowledge from all this material. We want to help you understand not just what these rugs are, but why they mattered so profoundly in their time, how they evolved through changing empires and global trade, and of
Okay.
course their enduring legacy as these coveted art forms today.
Exactly. Think of it as your shortcut, maybe, to being genuinely well informed about a corner of the art world that is just unexpectedly full of surprising facts, incredible craftsmanship, and powerful historical narratives.
Absolutely.
We'll cover their surprisingly strategic origins, their unique artistic evolution, that fusion of influences, and explore how they're still highly valued and appreciated in the modern world.
Let's do it. 1. The roots of radiance. Mughal Empire and Agra's genesis.
Okay, let's set the scene. We're talking 16th and 17th century India.
Right.
This was the era of the mighty Mughal Empire, a time when art and culture truly flourished under this, well, unparalleled wave of imperial patronage.
Mm-hmm. The golden age in many ways.
But it's curious, isn't it? How did rug weaving, a craft often associated more prominently with Persia?
Yes, that's the common association.
How did it become such a significant and distinct art form here in India? It seems like it just sprang up with such incredible speed and artistry.
That's an excellent question. It points directly to the strategic brilliance of the Mughal emperors themselves, particularly Emperor Akbar.
Akbar. Okay. Reigning sort of mid-16th to early 17th century.
Exactly, 1556 to 1605. And they weren't just passive admirers,
Mhm.
people who just liked beautiful things or collected them incidentally.
Right.
They were active, hands-on patrons, and crucially, you could almost call them cultural engineers.
Huh. Cultural engineers.
Well, our sources indicate they didn't just stumble upon rug weaving. They deliberately and systematically invited skilled Persian weavers to India.
Ah, okay. So an intentional act.
Very intentional. This wasn't just a casual invitation. It was a strategic move to establish dedicated royal workshops within the empire, often directly managed by the court itself. The goal was really to foster an environment where a true fusion, a fusion of those sophisticated Persian design elements and the indigenous Indian artistic sensibilities, where that could take root and flourish.
So a deliberate blending.
Precisely. This was a monumental cultural and artistic investment. It laid the very groundwork for what would become Agra's distinct and internationally recognized style.
It makes you think, without that deliberate imperial push.
Exactly. The whole trajectory of Indian rug weaving might have been entirely different. Perhaps just a minor craft, not this major art form it became.
And it wasn't just a fleeting interest either, right? Not just one ruler's pet project.
Not at all. The very first Mughal emperor, Babur, he founded the dynasty back in the 15th century.
Right.
He'd actually spent significant time in exile in Persia before establishing his empire in India.
Oh, interesting.
And during that time, he developed this deep personal admiration for Persian arts, especially their incredibly intricate and vibrant carpets.
So he saw it firsthand.
He did. And this strong, almost personal connection to Persian aesthetics, it wasn't lost when he passed away. It became embedded, really, part of the imperial identity.
Oh,
And it remained a powerful influence with the successive emperors like Akbar, like Shah Jahan later on.
the builder of the Taj Mahal.
The very same.
Uh-huh.
So this sustained, multi-generational imperial interest fueled a continuous desire, not just to replicate that initial Persian beauty in India,
Uh-huh.
but critically, to then evolve it, adapting it to local tastes, incorporating local plants and animals into the designs, developing unique artistic expressions.
So it became his gone thing.
It truly became an embedded and continually evolving part of the court's artistic ambition. It reflected their vision for a unique Indo-Persian cultural identity.
And Agra itself. Why Agra?
Well, Agra, as the bustling capital of the Mughal Empire for much of its golden age, it just naturally became a central hub for this artistic innovation.
Makes sense, the seat of power.
Exactly. It was much more than just a political center for governance. It transformed into this vibrant living workshop, a place where new artistic endeavors, including this burgeoning rug weaving industry, could truly flourish.
So you had everything there. The money, the demand.
You had the concentration of wealth, yes. You had the imperial demand, which was huge. And you had a vast pool of skilled artisans converging there. Master designers, dyers, the weavers themselves.
Wow.
It created this ideal crucible for such a specialized and demanding craft to develop, to refine its techniques, and to consistently produce masterpieces.
And these weren't small operations, I gather.
Oh no. The imperial workshops were often large-scale enterprises. We're talking hundreds, sometimes thousands of people employed. It created this whole self-sustaining ecosystem for the art form.
So these workshops in Agra, they were obviously making carpets for the Mughal court, for the palaces.
Absolutely. That was a primary and incredibly demanding function.
But were they only making them for the court? Or for local use? Our sources hinted at something more.
That's right. And this is really significant for the global art market perspective. These workshops, relatively early in their development, also began producing carpets specifically for export.
For export, back then.
Yes, this early commercial aspect is a really significant detail. It immediately hints at the future global appeal and, the commercial viability of these rugs.
So people outside India recognized their value early on.
It suggests exactly that. Even in their early stages, their beauty and quality were recognized as valuable beyond the empire's borders. It really set the stage for centuries of international trade and admiration.
Wow.
That would see these carpets eventually adorning palaces and grand homes across Europe and beyond. It speaks to an early recognition of their sort of universal aesthetic appeal.
Okay, so they started with Persian influence.
Undeniably profound influence, yes. Almost a direct transplantation of a well-established craft initially.
But they didn't just stay copycats.
Not at all. Agra weavers didn't simply become mere copyists. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, artistic evolution, this is precisely where the distinct Agra style truly began its independent evolution.
They moved beyond just replication.
Exactly. They started incorporating their own distinct cultural narratives, their own aesthetic preferences. The initial inspiration might have been Persian, maybe even imported Persian designs or patterns. But the execution and the adaptation, fueled by Indian artistic traditions and that specific Mughal imperial taste, quickly gave birth to something uniquely Indian, specifically Agra.
That moment of change.
That moment of transition from imitation to genuine innovation.
Yeah.
It's a hallmark of truly significant artistic movements, really, defining a new school of thought within an established art form.
So what did that unique style actually look like? How did it, distinguish itself from the Persian ones, which were already masterpieces?
Well, our sources describe it as this beautiful and deliberate incorporation of specific Mughal motifs.
Okay, like what?
We're talking incredibly intricate floral patterns, which were a real hallmark of Mughal art, generally think. Naturalistic depictions of lotuses, poppies, irises, often arranged in highly stylized or repetitive patterns.
Oh, right, I can picture that.
These were often interwoven with elegant arabesques, those flowing, intertwined, linear designs that create that sense of infinite continuation. And also precise, often geometric designs that provided structure and balance to the organic forms.
A mix of flowing and structured.
Exactly. It was a clear and deliberate departure from purely Persian aesthetics, which sometimes favored, say, more medallion-centric designs or perhaps a different floral emphasis.
Got it.
This new synthesis showcased a truly indigenous artistic voice. It demonstrated that India wasn't just absorbing influences, but actively transforming them into a distinctive visual language that resonated deeply with the rich cultural tapestry of the Mughal Empire itself.
Oh.
2. The artistry unveiled. Designs, techniques, and materials.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for anyone who, like me, appreciates visual art and, I guess, the narrative potential of textiles.
Absolutely.
Agra carpets didn't just borrow from Persian grandeur, they combined it with their own original themes, creating this truly unique visual language.
That's right.
So what are some of the specific elements, maybe some signature motifs that we can look for, when we're trying to identify or just appreciate an Agra rug? What visual cues tell us, this is likely an Agra?
Well, you'll frequently observe these intricate designs of spiraling vines, beautiful and dynamic in themselves.
Okay.
But these are often cleverly combined with small, charming organisms woven right into the fabric.
Organisms? Like what?
We're talking miniature birds perched among branches, maybe majestic elephants gracefully depicted, sometimes even human figures.
Human figures? Really?
Yes, sometimes engaged in scenes from court life or maybe daily activities. These elements, they're not just decorative add-ons.
Right.
They are integrated into the overall narrative of the carpet. It almost gives them this lively storytelling quality.
That's fascinating.
And it stands in distinct contrast to some purely geometric or abstract patterns you might find in other weaving traditions. It truly invites the viewer to explore the miniature world depicted within the rug.
So you get drawn in.
Exactly. This level of intricate detail, the inclusion of animal and human figures, and these narrative elements, they're strong identifiers of the classic Agra style. They add a layer of charming realism, of vivacity.
And there's this really fascinating example you mentioned earlier about artistic cross-pollination.
Yes, that's a wonderful example.
It speaks volumes, doesn't it, about the fluidity of ideas across cultures, even distant ones.
It really does. Our sources describe a popular Agra carpet design developed specifically for the Mughal emperors.
Okay.
It's known for its elegant rows of flowers and vases, a very visually striking, orderly pattern, quintessentially Mughal in its refined aesthetic.
I think I can picture that.
Now, what's so remarkable, and a real testament to the influence of Agra's artistry,
Yeah.
is that this very design, originating in the workshops of Agra, was subsequently embraced by the Persians themselves.
No kidding. The Persians copied an Indian design.
Well, embraced is perhaps a better word, but yes, it can now be found in many floral Persian carpets.
Wow.
It's just a clear demonstration of how art transcends borders, how it influences creators across entire civilizations. The flow of inspiration wasn't just one way, from Persia to India.
That's incredible.
And this dynamic exchange of ideas and designs, it carried on, enriching both traditions, leaving this legacy of shared beauty right up until the very end of the 19th century. Centuries of reciprocal artistic influence.
Amazing. Okay, so beyond the designs, let's talk color. You mentioned Agra weavers were masters of vegetable dyeing.
True masters, yes. And this wasn't just about, splashing some color onto fibers.
Right, it's more complex than that.
Oh, absolutely. It was a sophisticated art form and a demanding scientific process in itself. It required generations of accumulated knowledge.
Knowledge passed down.
Exactly. Achieving these specific qualities of color, their remarkable depth, their enduring vibrancy, and most importantly, their longevity. That's what truly sets their rugs apart.
Can you give us a sense of the process?
Imagine the meticulous work. Extracting rich indigo, say, from fermented plant vats, or vibrant reds from madder roots. This often required days, sometimes weeks, of careful preparation, precise temperatures, using specific mordants like alum or iron salts to ensure the dye bonded permanently with the wool or silk fibers.
Wow, it sounds painstaking.
It was. And this organic process yields a nuanced living color palette that chemical dyes, which came much later, simply couldn't replicate.
How so?
These vegetable-dyed colors don't just sit on the surface, they penetrate the fiber. They create these hues that soften and deepen with age, rather than just fading or becoming harsh.
So they age gracefully.
Beautifully. This mastery was absolutely crucial for their enduring visual appeal and their ability to maintain their stunning impact over centuries.
And their specific palette, you said it was distinctive.
Truly distinctive. It's not just what colors they used, but the specific combinations and the unique tonal qualities they achieved.
Go on.
Sources mention a profusion of radiant gold, which immediately evokes royalty, unparalleled opulence, right?
Familiar.
Often harmoniously combined with soft, mid-tone blues, creating this balanced, serene effect.
Nice contrast.
But beyond those, they also employed this unique range of Soft rust reds, delicate, almost blush-like pink,
Thanks. It's interesting.
and a quite appealing lavender tone.
Lavender. That combination sounds incredibly unique, really unlike what you might typically expect from other carpet regions.
It really is. It speaks to a very specific and refined aesthetic sensibility that was clearly cultivated within the Mughal court.
So this unique combination, the soft midtones, the golds, the lavenders, what effect did that create?
It gives many Agra rugs this light, almost ethereal appearance. They don't have the heavy, saturated feel or the bold contrasts of some other Oriental carpets.
Ah, okay. More subtle.
Subtle yet radiant, yes.
Yeah.
An almost translucent quality. And this raises an important question for us to consider, doesn't it?
Which is?
How did these specific, almost delicate color choices contribute to the overall beauty and stunning impact of these rugs in any home?
Good question.
Whether they were gracing a Mughal palace centuries ago, reflecting candlelight on polished marble floors,
Right.
or anchoring a contemporary living space today, their subtle yet vibrant palette undeniably elevates any environment they inhabit.
Making them enduring objects of desire.
Precisely. It's a major part of their lasting visual appeal and why they are still so sought after.
Okay, so we've got the artistry, the unique designs, the incredible colors. What about the actual construction, the materials? What made them last so long?
Right, the foundation. Agra rugs are renowned for using high-quality materials, primarily luxurious wool, fine silk for those intricate details and highlights, and strong cotton for their foundational warp and weft threads.
And this choice of materials was deliberate.
Absolutely. This isn't a minor detail. This deliberate choice of premium materials was crucial for ensuring both their visual beauty and, just as importantly, their remarkable durability.
What does high-quality wool mean in this context?
Well, often we're referring to lustrous, resilient, hand-spun wool from specific breeds of sheep. Unlike machine-spun fibers, hand-spun wool retains subtle irregularities.
Oh, okay.
And these create unique variations in how it absorbs dye. It gives the finished rug this rich, almost shimmering quality, a phenomenon known as a braff.
A brush. Got it.
And then the strength of the silk, used for delicate patterns, and the sturdy cotton, or sometimes wool, used for the structural foundation that ensured the rug's integrity.
So it's the combination.
The meticulous selection and preparation of materials, combined with dense knotting, allowed them to withstand the test of time. It enabled them to last for centuries and still be appreciated as functional art pieces today.
That commitment to quality really says something.
It speaks volumes about the value placed on these creations by their imperial patrons.
And the weaving tradition itself. It goes way back, doesn't it? Not just a few centuries.
Incredibly far. It's practically as old as the Mughal Empire itself, showing a direct lineage from its very inception.
So right from the 15th century.
Absolutely. The lineage of weaving in Agra can be traced directly back to the very time of the founding of the Mughal Empire. This continuity is remarkable. It speaks to a deep, established craft tradition.
And it all started with that imperial love for Persian carpets.
Exactly. The Mughal emperor's deep affection for Persian art and culture, especially their magnificent carpets, acted as the primary catalyst for this development within India.
They didn't just want to import them.
Their desire wasn't just to possess these beautiful items through trade. It spurred this powerful imperial directive to replicate that beauty within their own realm, fostering local production.
And that led to the unique Agra style.
Exactly. It led to the development of a distinctly modified style that, while rooted in Persian techniques, blossomed into something uniquely Indian.
A creative endeavor.
Born from imperial taste, nurtured by vast resources, and executed by generations of skilled artisans. It churned out true masterworks of artistic fusion.
And these early creations?
These early creations, with their meticulous knotting and innovative designs, are the direct forebears of the antique Agra carpets that are still available and highly valued by collectors and designers today.
A living tradition, really.
It's a tradition that has maintained its core essence and a standard of excellence while evolving through time. 3. Beyond the loom. Unique aspects and shifting tides. Now, here's a truly unique and frankly intriguing aspect of Agra's rug weaving history.
Ooh.
The surprising involvement of prisoners in the craft.
Prisoners making these intricate rugs.
Yes. It raises an important question, doesn't it, about the social dynamics of the time and how widely and deeply a skilled craft could penetrate various levels of society, even those behind bars. It's an unexpected but very real part of their story. It challenges our modern perceptions of artistic creation, certainly.
So how did this happen?
That's right. Emperor Akbar, who we mentioned earlier, known for his administrative innovations and often quite progressive policies for his era,
Mm-hmm.
he had a rather remarkable approach to labor. He actually employed prisoners in workshops.
Employed them, not just forced labor.
Well, the sources suggest it wasn't just busy work or simply punishment. It seems to have been a deliberate policy to utilize labor, reduce idleness, and potentially even provide a path to rehabilitation through skill building.
Wow. That's quite forward thinking for the time.
It seems so.
Yeah.
And this policy led directly to the creation of what are now known as jail Indian rugs, or sometimes prison Indian rugs.
Yale rugs. Okay.
And here's the truly astonishing part. Surprisingly, some of these very pieces, made under such unusual and presumably often harsh circumstances, they are highly prized today by collectors and art historians.
Get out. Rugs made by prisoners are highly prized.
It's an unexpected, almost ironic twist in the story of artistry, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Where even confinement and a non-traditional workforce could produce objects of immense beauty, value, and historical significance.
It adds a fascinating, maybe poignant layer to their story.
It does. A somewhat challenging layer to their provenance, perhaps.
Yeah.
It forces us to consider the conditions under which great art can emerge.
So what makes these jail rugs valuable? Was the quality still high?
That's what's truly fascinating.
Yeah.
The fact that these rugs, born from such an unusual context, are now considered highly desirable collectibles. It tells us a lot.
Like what?
It suggests the inherent quality of the craftsmanship must have been maintained to a high standard. And it speaks to the universality of beauty, that it could transcend the circumstances of its creation. It also shows how widely and deeply the craft penetrated Mughal society. It became an integral part of the economic and social fabric, even utilizing labor from unexpected sources like penal institutions.
So it wasn't just a niche elite craft?
It highlights perhaps a pragmatic, maybe even enlightened approach to labor management for the time, where even prisoners were integrated into the productive economy.
Driven by demand, presumably.
It certainly speaks to the consistent demand for these intricate works of art, a demand so pervasive that it drew upon every available labor pool.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Fast forward to the 17th century, a time of huge global change.
Colonial powers arriving.
Exactly. The arrival of powerful foreign entities, the shifting of global power dynamics. How did the presence of the British East India Company in India impact this established craft of Agra rug weaving?
That's a crucial point. The arrival and subsequent presence of the British East India Company significantly increased the overall demand for Agra rugs.
Increased it. Okay.
Yes, and it transformed their purpose and reach. This marked a crucial transformative shift from their initial primary purpose.
Which was mainly court patronage.
Primarily, yes. Production was largely driven by direct court patronage for the Mughal elite, and maybe some limited local consumption among the wealthy. With the British, it evolved into a much more expansive and commercial enterprise.
Commercialization.
Exactly. It led to a broader commercialization of the craft. Many carvets were now being produced specifically for export to burgeoning European markets.
So, London, Paris.
Major British cities like London, absolutely, but also continental European capitals. They developed a real taste for these luxurious Indian textiles.
Did the designs change to suit European tastes?
Sometimes, yes. This shift meant the designs sometimes adapted, perhaps becoming less overtly Mughal, maybe more universally decorative to appeal to that Western market.
Makes sense.
The expansion of their market to an entirely new continent significantly expanded their global footprint. They moved from being regional luxury items to internationally traded commodities.
And that transition was important for their survival.
Absolutely vital for their continued existence and evolution. It ensured their survival even as the Mughal Empire itself began to wane.
So, despite the decline of the Mughal Empire, despite all the political changes, the tradition didn't just die out.
It didn't. It showed remarkable resilience. Agra's rug-weaving tradition persisted through eras of upheaval, colonial rule, adapting to entirely new economic and political reality.
That's a testament to the craft itself.
It truly is a testament to the strength of the craft, the enduring skills passed down through generations, and the dedication of the artisans who kept those looms active.
And today, is Agras still making rugs?
Today, hundreds of years later, Agra continues to be a significant center for rug production. You still have workshops carrying on the legacy of their predecessors.
Amazing continuity.
This persistence isn't just inertia, or clinging to the past. It demonstrates the deep-rooted nature of the craft, its continued economic viability, and its remarkable ability to adapt through centuries of profound change.
The skills survive.
The core skills, the foundational designs, the very spirit of Agra rug weaving, they've been passed down meticulously through generations, ensuring its survival as a living art form. It's a testament to the power of craft to endure beyond empires.
And is it just historical reproduction, or is there innovation too?
Oh, there's innovation. This tradition isn't stuck solely in the past, just endlessly replicating old designs like museum pieces.
Good to hear.
Modern Indian rugs, including those from the Agra region, reflect a truly dynamic blend. You see those traditional techniques alongside contemporary design sensibilities.
And they're evolving.
Absolutely. They're living art forms that continue to evolve. They cater to changing interior trends, diverse global markets, offering a wide array of styles.
From traditional too.
From the deeply traditional hand-knotted rugs that echo their ancient forebears in technique and quality, right through to even modern synthetic options that embrace new materials and aesthetics for different budgets and design needs.
So they're adaptable.
It showcases their continuous evolution, their adaptability, their enduring relevance, and the vibrant creativity of Indian weavers in a constantly changing world. 4. The modern connection. Appreciating legacy today. Now, what's particularly fascinating here for collectors and enthusiasts today is that the rugs produced during the 19th century, specifically from Agra, are almost universally valued by both interior designers and serious collectors alike.
The 19th century ones specifically.
They truly stand out as a pinnacle of Agra's weaving tradition. They represent this particular sweet spot where artistry, refined technique, and historical context just coalesce into something truly extraordinary and highly desirable.
A kind of second golden age, perhaps?
You could almost see it that way. That era marked a real resurgence of quality and design that set them apart.
And our sources really emphasize this, calling them distinct and highly acclaimed works of art.
They do. They're not just nice rugs you might find somewhere. They are singled out for specific, exquisite qualities that make them stand out in a, let's face it, crowded field of antique textiles.
Their qualities, exactly.
Well, their delicate palette of color, which we talked about, those soft golds, blues, rusts, lavenders, combined with what the sources describe as fanciful drawings, often depicting intricate naturalistic scenes or those stylized floral motifs. It makes them quite unique among decorative antique carpets.
Unique, so they have a special allure.
A special, almost ethereal allure, yes. It sets them apart from the broader category of antique carpets. Makes them a cut above.
And investment value.
Indeed. Most 19th century Agra productions are also considered superb art investments.
Superb. That's strong language.
It is. And it's not just a subjective opinion or a matter of fleeting trends. It's a recognition of their profound historical significance, their relative rarity, and their enduring aesthetic appeal.
What drives that investment value?
It's rooted in a confluence of factors. They represent a peak of craftsmanship after centuries of refinement. They utilized the purity of natural dyes before chemical alternatives became widespread.
Ah, the vegetable dyes again.
Exactly. And their specific aesthetic sensibility perfectly captured the taste of a burgeoning global market at the time. They appealed to both traditionalists and those seeking exotic luxury.
So highly sought after.
They are noted, in fact, as one of, if not the most, highly sought-after rugs from 19th century India, consistently commanding high prices.
And the quality itself. The construction.
Exceptionally well made. They possess this satisfying amount of weight and durability, which speaks volumes about the superior quality of materials and the extraordinary skill of the weavers during that period.
So they were built to last, even then.
Absolutely. Overall, they are widely viewed as the best Indian rug from the entire post-Mughal era.
But there's a distinction to be made, right, between 19th and early 20th century.
Yes, and this is crucial for collectors. The strong acclaim for the 19th century pieces. It's important to distinguish it from some early 20th century Agra rugs.
Which were?
Well, they were still valuable, certainly, and produced on a larger scale for that export market, but they were generally of a more marketable nature.
Meaning?
Meaning they perhaps didn't quite match the superb quality of their ancestral counterparts from the 19th century. Maybe quicker production, slightly different materials or dyes as chemical options emerged.
Okay, so quality maybe dipped slightly from mass market appeal.
That seems to be the consensus. This distinction is absolutely key for anyone looking to seriously invest in or collect these magnificent pieces. Buyer beware, know your centuries.
Got it. So what does this all mean for us today, for modern enthusiasts, collectors, people captivated by this history? How do we connect this rich past to present-day appreciation?
Well, we have a perfect example right here in our sources.
Which is?
Babak's Oriental Carpets, a business that acts as a vital link, really, to this historical legacy. It bridges the past and the present.
Babak's Oriental Carpets, where is it based?
This particular business is located in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. It opened its doors back in August 1994.
Okay.
And it perfectly illustrates the enduring value and, importantly, the multi-generational expertise required in this specialized field.
Multi-generational.
Yes. Babak Rizwani, the store owner and operator, has been immersed in the carpet business his entire life. Literally grew up in the trade. And his father, Dr. Hushang Rizwani, successfully built an honorable reputation in the carpet business over 35 years, back in Graz, Austria.
Austria. Interesting.
Yes. And now he delights in offering his vast knowledge and experience alongside his son there in Victoria.
So that expertise is passed down.
This multi-generational expertise passed down through families is absolutely vital for maintaining the integrity, the knowledge, the availability of these historical pieces for new generations of collectors and enthusiasts.
It's like a living tradition of connoisseurship.
Exactly. Passed down through observation, practice, and this deep inherent understanding of the craft.
And Babak specializes in Persian carpets.
His specialization, particularly in carpets from Persia, is noteworthy, isn't it? Given the deep historical connection we've discussed between Persian and Agra rug designs and their mutual influences.
Right, that cross-pollination.
His showroom carries magnificent Persian and Oriental carpets, all elegantly hand-knotted by nomadic tribes or master workshops, which speaks to the authenticity, the artisanal craftsmanship he values.
And he shares his knowledge.
And what's truly great and incredibly valuable for anyone interested in delving deeper is that Babak is dedicated to sharing his vast knowledge.
That's fantastic.
He's always pleased to discuss the historical significance of specific designs, the intricate hand-knotting techniques that differentiate regions, the investment value of antique pieces, the overall quality markers.
So it's more than just a shop?
It's not just a retail space. It's a hub of information, education, and genuine appreciation for timeless art form.
And businesses like this, offering services like shipping, repair, appraisal.
Yes, that commitment to education, preservation, client support. It raises an important question.
Which is?
How do services like those offered by Babak's worldwide shipping, professional carpet repair, and cleaning, which is crucial for maintaining antique value?
Definitely.
Expert appraisal for authentication and valuation, a trade-in option, detailed information sheets on all carpets for informed purchases, even obligation-free trials. How did these contribute to preserving and promoting this ancient art form for the future?
Good point.
They provide crucial practical pathways for new generations, whether they're casual admirers or serious collectors, to engage with, care for, and appreciate these historical pieces responsibly.
Without them, it would be much harder.
Much harder. Without such services, the legacy of these magnificent textiles, their market value, their educational potential, it would be much harder to maintain and pass on. These businesses are, in essence, guardians of a tangible heritage.
So ultimately, as we've explored today, these aren't just, decorative floor coverings you walk on without thinking.
No.
They are tangible pieces of history, culture, and art, imbued with stories that stretch back centuries.
Absolutely. They carry the narratives of empires, the dedication and skill of countless artisans, the shifting dynamics of global trade routes, all literally woven into their very fibers.
Every thread tells a story.
Each thread, each knot, each color choice tells a part of that grand, complex story
From the imperial courts of Agra
that first spurred their creation,
to the unexpected involvement of prisoners.
who contributed to their artistry,
From the expansion fueled by British trade routes.
to their cherished place in modern-day showrooms and collections.
The whole journey.
The extraordinary journey of these rugs highlights the incredible power of human craftsmanship, the fascinating process of artistic evolution, and the enduring, universal appeal of beauty created with meticulous care and profound skill.
It's a testament to human ingenuity.
And perseverance across eras. Outro.
So, what does this all mean for you, the listener, beyond just the intricate history of carpets? We've taken a a pretty deep dive into the extraordinary world of Agra rugs,
We certainly have.
tracing their journey from the opulent Mughal Empire to coveted collectibles today, and connecting that rich history to modern-day appreciation through businesses like Babak's Oriental carpets.
And the depth of human creativity, the power of that cross-cultural exchange.
Yeah.
It's so beautifully embodied in these textiles, isn't it?
It really is.
It offers a profound lesson in how art truly transcends borders and generations.
Mhm.
And this raises, I think, an important question for you to maybe ponder.
Okay.
What other historical objects in your daily life, perhaps something seemingly mundane or overlooked, what might hold such rich, untold stories waiting patiently to be discovered? If you just take a moment to look a little closer.
Exactly. There's so much more to learn when you take a deep dive. Thank you for joining us on this exploration.
Thank you.
And we encourage you to keep exploring the fascinating stories woven into the world around you, because they are everywhere.